The word Renaissance means rebirth, a rebirth of the knowledge and art of ancient Greece and Rome. Rome was repeatedly sacked and burned by the barbarian hordes of Germans from the north. European civilization declined into the medieval age, when learning and art ceased to exist to any degree. The medieval age, the Middle Age between the ancients and the rebirth, began about 700 AD and lasted until 1500 AD, when the flame of knowledge and art began to flicker back to life. The center of the Renaissance was in Florence, Italy, a city which had grown rich on banking and the trade in cloth. A family of pledged loan bankers, the Medici, ruled the city. Their family crest was 3 balls, a symbol which we still see today over pawn shops. The Medici was one of the many ruling families who supported the arts and attracted around them brilliant artists, scientists, mathematicians, architects, and engineers. Of all the art patrons in Italy, Lorenzo the Magnificent Medici was the most prominent. Strewn all over Italy were the artifacts and remains of ancient Rome for artists to study and to use as backgrounds for their work. Saint Sebastian, by Andrea Mantegna, is a painting in point. Instead of religious subjects used in the medieval age, the humanists began to use man and his works as the central focus of their art. They depicted humanity occupying the central role in the universe. Humanity's struggle on earth today became as important as heaven's promised tomorrow. One humanist said, "For man, the heavens do not seem too high, nor the core of the earth too deep. Time and space do not prevent him from going anywhere at any moment. On all sides he strives to rule, to be praised, to be immortal like God." That quote sounds quite modern, actually. Columbus or an astronaut could have said that, because the Renaissance is still very much with us today. Lorenzo the Magnificent died in the same year that Columbus, driven by the Renaissance impulse to explore and to learn, discovered America. The year, of course, was 1492. Florence declined when the trade moved to Flanders in northern Europe. In Florence, a religious fanatic, a monk, Savonarola, built a 70-foot bonfire in the town square. He called it the Bonfire of the Vanities, and he threw into the fire humanist books and art to cleanse the city of sin. But the rebirth was not to be rebuffed. Not long afterward, his enemies built another bonfire in the same square, and into it they threw Savonarola. By 1528, 30 years after Savonarola, Florence burst forth with such an astounding flowering of civilization that the history of art has no equal. The High Renaissance was born with the arrival of 3 giants of art: Leonardo da Vinci in 1452, Michelangelo Buonarroti in 1475, and Raphael Sanzio in 1483.